Welcome to the first episode of ZooTube TV. My name is Jack Jenkins, and here at ZooTube we believe that education is the key to conservation. So join us on our adventures as we show you guys at home what tropical North Queensland truly has to offer. Welcome to ZooTube TV. The Outback. Jack goes to Chillagoe. The first bit of wildlife is sad, unfortunately. This is a casualty on our North Queensland roads. Poor little fella. In Australia, millions upon millions of animals are killed each year on our roads. In the Australian outback, you come across some pretty strange things. We've arrived in our destination Chillagoe, but it's time to go check out some caves. We've come into this mysterious place called the Mangana Caves. We've heard that there's a great amount of wildlife and Aboriginal artwork out here, which will be very interesting. We're going to spend the afternoon and into the evening looking for some animals. We'll show you what we found later. We've just come across some Aboriginal artwork here, and as you can see, it is very beautiful. This could possibly be a couple of 100 years old or a couple of 1,000 years old. Just to let you know, my number one fear is bats, and this place is full of them. We were searching the caves far and wide looking for some nocturnal reptiles, but at the same time we were looking out for those very creepy bats. We've just come across a brown tree snake. Now we're out in the Mangana Caves and it's just become nightfall, so all the nocturnal creatures are coming out to play. He's also called a night tiger because he comes out at night because he's nocturnal and because these beautiful tiger-like bands all over his body. He'll actually use his tail to coil around some parts of the cave wall and hang down at any bats that comes past, and he's got dinner. He's also, like most colubrids, he's got rear fangs at the back of his mouth, and that venom can be extremely dangerous to some people and not to others. I think he's gone for a cruise now, so we'll let him go. Having no arms or legs, the brown tree snake still has the ability to climb up itself. Now that's very impressive. We've had great success in the cave, but now we're going to head outside. As you can see, this guy is called a ring-tailed gecko because of the rings going down his tail. This fellow, like most geckos, is nocturnal because of the two large eyes on the top of its head. This helps him see in the dark. Nocturnal is when an animal comes out at night to hunt and forage for its food. Unlike most geckos, this guy has got claws instead of pads, so it can run around these boulders like it's going out of fashion. Also, like most geckos, it lives on a diet of pretty much insects and insects only. I think we'll let him be now. Did you know that most geckos don't have eyelids? They use their tongue to clean their eyeballs. It's morning time, which means all the reptiles are coming out to bask. So let's go see what we can find. Whenever you flip things looking for wildlife, make sure that you always use a stick, or in my case, a trusty old snake hook, because you never know what you're going to find. Ugh, spiders. I'm not too sure about you, but I get pretty excited about poo. This one looks pretty grassy, so I reckon we got some wallabies around. We've just come across some discarded vehicles, and these make great homes for small reptiles, even though they're bad for the environment. Chillagoe was known as an old gold rush town. As you can see, the old smelters over there. Crawling around these boulders is sure getting hot. I might go look in the shade. We've just come across a bio-nosed gecko. Now I was flipping some tin and I found this little guy. We can actually tell that he's dropped his tail because there's no pattern on the end of his tail. So a predator has attacked his tail and he's dropped that tail, and then the tail wriggles like it was alive and the predator's attention is on the tail, and then the gecko has a chance to escape. Did you know that all geckos can regrow their tails? He even camouflages in with this rusty bit of tin. Here's a quick bush tip for you. If you're worried about mozzies when you're camping in the outdoors, get some of this termite mound and put it in your campfire and it'll keep the mozzies away. We heard a racket on the other side of the campsite, so we decided to head on over and see what it was. Oh, what a treat it was! We found 3 emus! Emus are one of the largest birds in Australia, and they belong to the ratwhite family, which means they're flightless. We've had a fantastic time out here in Chillagoe, but it's time to trade in the red sand for the coast. We're heading home. Thank you for watching Zootoo TV. We've just come out to a place called Chillagoe, 3 hours west of Cairns. We've come out to a small town called Chillagoe. We're in this place called the Mangana Caves. It's very... We've just found a spiny cat.
I hope you enjoyed our first episode of Zootoo TV, having a bit of a laugh with Jack, but also I hope you learned something. Make sure you comment below and let us know what you thought of the show, but make sure you subscribe as well because there's plenty of episodes coming your way.